All right, this video is going to be a banger. First one. So stoked. I cannot believe this is happening. It's been since 2021, guys. I've had this idea, and as you know, life can get very busy. And I'm going to share something right out the gate. Something that my mentor taught me. He was asking me how long it takes me to do things. I wanted to know if I'm an action taker or if I'm a thinker. I had to think about that for a little bit. What did he really mean? Now, I have taken years to get through just a couple ideas. And it appeared to me, after talking to him on my very first call, he said, 4 years thinking about doing something, kind of dabbling in it, you've gotten nowhere. And you could have crushed that in a week. So why couldn't you just do it in a week? And I mean, I had a bunch of excuses. I had a ton of excuses. I'd say I have ADHD. I'm depressed. And when I get depressed, I don't eat. And when I don't eat, I don't really work out. And then when I'm not working out, I lose weight. I get kind of insecure. And my whole mental state deteriorates. And that affects my life. I can't do anything. Can't get anything done. So that's where I'm at now. And it's quite crazy. Like, he threw this idea my way. He said, what are your habits? Like, what are you, like, are you spiritual? Do you meditate? Do you have any daily disciplines? And of course, my ego always got in the way. And, I'm the type of guy where it's like somebody would say they'd recommend something, and I would know all about it because I'm obsessed with researching and looking into everything. But my issue was I would know these things, but I wasn't applying them. I wasn't getting any results. And my ego would say, oh yeah, I've heard about that. But it's like, did I apply it? No. So he was asking me if I meditate. He was asking me if I have, if I journal, if I read or anything like that. And of course I'm like, yeah, I do all those things. But I didn't really do all those things. And what I'm going to describe to you guys in this first video is your identity is probably killing you right now. If you do not identify with certain characteristics, that is not you. It's not your personality. That's not your character. I'm going to give you an example. I'll give you a smoker example so you guys can really understand, because the way that I learn is I learn in analogies and I learn in metaphors. It really helps me tie a meaning to something that I can put into action. Now, there's a difference between somebody that goes out. Let's just say it's a friend's birthday party. They don't get out much. And they go to the restaurant and you're there with a couple of your buddies. And then, of course, naturally, your buddies are going to head out and smoke. Probably wondering where I'm going with this, so hang in there. This is going to be very powerful for you guys to really wrap your head around this. I'm so glad, because I went into this first video having no clue what I was going to talk about. And I was just going to say, Mark, whatever is on your mind, whatever's top of your mind, just let it out. It's probably what's going to be most meaningful. And you step outside with them because you're just going to join them in conversation, right? Somebody's packing a pack of smokes and they go like this. Now, what is that person saying? What is their response? Keep in mind, they just quit smoking. they have one of two responses. The person that no longer identifies with being a smoker will say, I'm good, I don't smoke. The other person that is confused with who they're choosing to identify with is going to say, oh, I just quit. Or they're going to say, I don't smoke anymore. It's like you're leaving the door open a little bit, right? I just quit means what, right? So now that person knows, oh, they're still a smoker. They didn't say they're not a smoker. When somebody offers you something and they say, I don't smoke weed, right? Or like, if I ran into an old friend and they said, hey, do you want to do some blow? I'd be like, what are you talking about? No, I don't do blow. I never have. I identify with that person that doesn't do that thing, right? But if I was an addict in the past and I ran into somebody and they said, do you want to do some blow? I'd probably have an internal battle with who I'm deciding to identify with. So if you guys can really wrap your head around going back to me talking with my mentor, I was not identifying with being somebody that journals daily. I was not identifying with somebody that is disciplined. Not like talking about the stupid morning routines and the stupid evening routines. If you identify with somebody who is disciplined and you have a regimen in the morning, a routine, nothing is going to stop that from happening every single morning, right? It's not, yeah, I work out sometimes. It's, I fucking work out every single day. Nothing is going to stop a workout from happening. My 5 daily non-negotiables, right? If a catastrophe happens, something serious happens in my family, I will fall apart and crumple. And I know that if I'm not sweating every day. I identify with that person that does that on a daily basis. And that's really what leadership is about. Because if you guys want to grow a business, you don't have confidence in who you are, how are you supposed to have confidence in people that you hire, right? And if you can onboard them this way and make it like a big fucking deal, now we're talking about a company culture. And that's like, nobody's going to leave you when they're a part of a culture like that, where they're like, man, my boss is on point. I want to go where he's going. Does that make sense? So to wrap this up, give you guys a little bit of homework. Right now it's December 22nd, 9:30, almost on the dot. And I think you guys should take this serious when I tell you to write down what you do on a daily basis, like in the past year. Do you smoke? Do you drink on the weekends? Do you go through the drive-through a couple times a week? What do you do? Okay. And then ask yourself, are those things benefiting me and my future self? If you can describe who your future self is next year, do those things that you do on a daily or weekly basis resemble your future self? And if they don't, stop doing them immediately. All right, that's it for me. Man, I cannot wait. I'm just going to be pumping out these videos and sharing what's on my heart. And man, I have struggled and struggled and struggled for the past, I think really since I was 17, a lot of stuff before that, but speed, right? That's what I struggle with the most, getting stuff done fast. And that's what I want to teach you guys. You're going to get an idea in your head. You're going to put it into action immediately. and you're going to progress. Next week, next month, next year, you should not be able to recognize who you are. Your group should be different. Your inner circle should be either bigger or smaller, a lot more personal. And you should be in rooms that you never thought you would ever be in. Because you're going to be meeting people, right? You're going to be networking. You guys are going to be doing things probably next year. And then you're going to look back, say, I can't believe how far I've come. There's a book, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called No Gain. The Gap and the Gain. The Gap and the Gain. That's what it is. You guys should read it. It's one of your daily non-negotiables, reading 10 pages a day. But you guys should read that book. It's about not thinking about where you are presently and dwelling on the sheer fact that you haven't met your goals yet. It's starting from the present moment and looking backwards and seeing how far you've come. It's a completely different mindset. Okay? All right. See you guys in the next video. Have a great week. Do your homework. And yeah, like I said, I really want you guys to benefit. And I really want to change your lives. So if you like this video, I think you guys can comment, leave some mentions, some wins. I'm looking forward to seeing people's wins and having people introduce themselves. So on to next week. Peace.